Do not believe for a moment that success is a matter of luck, nor is it a fleeting shadow that only the fortunate may grasp. No, it is drawn like iron to a magnet, rushing toward the one who has built within himself the qualities that command it. You do not chase success, you become success, and then it comes running toward you. If a man builds a home of strength, the storms may rage, but they shall not shake his foundation. If a woman cultivates wisdom, doors will open that once seemed forever locked. A relentless mindset is the foundation of every great achievement. The world does not hand victory to those who merely wish for it. It crowns those who refuse to back down. Even when the road is steep, the night is dark, and the burden is heavy, success does not respond to complaints, nor does it bow to those who quit when the first difficulty arises. It is drawn to those who press on, who dig their heels into the ground and declare, "I will not stop until I reach my goal." The weak-hearted look for shortcuts, but the relentless embrace the challenge, knowing that the journey itself molds them into who they need to become. To be relentless is to endure rejection without losing heart. Many dream of success, but at the first sign of resistance they retreat, believing the door is permanently closed. But those with a relentless mindset understand that a closed door is not the end. It is simply a test of persistence. They knock again and again until the door opens, and if it does not, they build a new door. They do not crumble under criticism, nor do they surrender when the world tells them they are not enough. The relentless know that every failure is but a stepping stone, every obstacle a lesson, and every delay a sharpening of their resolve. A relentless mindset refuses to be distracted by temporary comforts. Many abandon their ambitions because they are lured away by ease and pleasure. They trade discipline for indulgence, perseverance for procrastination, and diligence for distraction. But the relentless keep their eyes fixed on the prize, knowing that fleeting comfort is the enemy of lasting success. They rise early while others sleep. They work while others waste time, and they push forward while others make excuses. They are not swayed by laziness, nor do they allow the opinions of others to dictate their journey. Their hunger for greatness outweighs their desire for momentary satisfaction. Such a mindset is not born overnight. It is cultivated through struggle and refined through hardship. The relentless do not expect an easy road, nor do they complain when trials arise. They understand that pressure produces diamonds, and adversity forges warriors. While others see difficulty as a reason to stop, the relentless see it as a reason to grow. They know that suffering is temporary, but victory is eternal. They embrace discomfort because they understand that the discomfort of discipline is far better than the pain of regret. If you desire success, you must develop a relentless mindset. You must wake up each day with unwavering determination, prepared to fight for your dreams despite the challenges that stand in your way. You must silence the voice of doubt and press forward when everything in you wants to quit. The world belongs to those who refuse to surrender, those who will rise again and again, no matter how many times they are knocked down. Success bows only to those who are relentless, and if you are willing to endure, to persevere, and to fight with all your heart, then it will not be long before you stand victorious, looking back at the trials that once seemed impossible, knowing you conquered them all. The company you keep is the foundation of the life you build. The voices that surround you shape your thoughts, and your thoughts direct your path. If you walk with the wise, their wisdom will sharpen you. If you sit among the diligent, their discipline will stir you. If you stand with the bold, their courage will strengthen you. But if you linger in the company of the foolish, the complacent, and the aimless, their ways will soon become yours. No man rises higher than the standards of his closest companions, for the atmosphere you breathe determines the health of your soul. Excellence is contagious, but so is mediocrity. The one who surrounds himself with the ambitious will find his own ambitions growing stronger, but the one who lingers among the idle will feel his drive slowly wither. A person's mindset is shaped by what they hear daily, and if your ears are filled with defeat, excuses, and complaints, you will soon begin to echo the same. Those who speak of impossibilities will train you to doubt, and those who accept failure as final will teach you to surrender. If you seek greatness, you must be willing to part ways with those who poison your vision with small thinking. The road to success is not a place for everyone, for not all are willing to pay the price. Some will resist your growth, not because they cannot walk with you, but because they refuse to. Their comfort in mediocrity is greater than their desire for greatness, and they will do everything to keep you at their level. They will mock your discipline, downplay your ambition, and attempt to plant seeds of doubt within you. But you must recognize such voices for what they are, anchors that drag you backward. A wise person does not allow sentimentality to keep them bound to relationships that suffocate their progress. Greatness demands that you surround yourself with those who challenge you. The best company is not always the most comfortable, but it is the most sharpening. The foolish prefer companionship that flatters and coddles them, but the wise seek friends who push them to rise higher. A true friend does not allow you to remain stagnant, but provokes you to grow. They correct you when you stray, inspire you when you weaken, and urge you forward when you hesitate. Iron sharpens iron, but only when it is willing to endure the friction that refinement requires. To elevate in life, you must choose your circle with care. If you walk with those who dream big, you will begin to dream bigger. If you associate with those who set high standards, you will naturally elevate your own. If you spend time with those who believe in relentless effort, you will find yourself becoming more disciplined. But if you dwell among those who complain, make excuses, and settle for less, you will slowly sink into their patterns. No one is immune to the influence of their environment, and if you do not control it, it will control you. The wise woman and man do not wait for excellence to come to them. They seek it out. They are intentional about their relationships, carefully choosing those who bring out the best in them. They do not waste time arguing with those who refuse to grow, nor do they linger in places where mediocrity is the norm. They are drawn to those who stretch their vision, sharpen their character, and challenge them to keep pressing forward. It is far better to walk alone than to be in the company of those who hold you back, for the road to greatness is often lonely, but it is never empty. Those who endure will find others who walk the same path. Therefore let every person examine the voices that surround them. Are they voices of encouragement or discouragement? Are they voices of faith or voices of doubt? Are they voices that stir the fire within you, or voices that slowly extinguish it? If you desire success, you must be ruthless in your choices. Surround yourself with the strong, the wise, and the ambitious, and you will find yourself rising to their level. But walk with the foolish, and you will inherit their folly. Your destiny is too great to be wasted on the wrong company. Choose wisely, for your circle determines your future. Confidence is the foundation upon which success is built. It is not merely an emotion that comes and goes like the wind, but a deeply rooted belief that governs the way you speak, think, and act. The one who lacks confidence stumbles before the race has begun, but the one who walks with certainty finds doors opening before him. If your words are filled with hesitation, doubt, and fear, then the road ahead will mirror those same obstacles. But if you declare with boldness that success belongs to you, then you will see mountains move and barriers crumble. The power of speech cannot be underestimated. Words are not idle sounds, but forces that shape reality. What you speak over yourself will either build you up or tear you down. If your tongue is trained to utter defeat, then defeat will surely come. If you constantly say, "I cannot," "I am not good enough," or "it is impossible," you are laying down a foundation of failure before you have even begun. But the one who stands firm and declares, "I will succeed, I am capable, and nothing is beyond my reach," is already setting the stage for victory. Your words are not just heard by others. They are heard by your own soul. The mind believes what it hears most often, and if it is constantly fed weakness, it will shrink in the face of challenges. But if it is nourished with strength, it will rise up and fight. The confident individual is not necessarily the one with the most talent or resources, but the one who has trained himself to believe that success is his destiny. When the world says it cannot be done, he remains unshaken, for he has already determined in his heart that he will not fail. Confidence is not arrogance, for arrogance is empty boasting without substance. True confidence is grounded in preparation, faith, and resilience. The confident man does not speak carelessly, but with authority, because he knows that his words are backed by his actions. He does not declare success while sitting idle. He works diligently to bring his vision to life. He understands that the words he speaks must align with the steps he takes, for speech without action is mere noise. A person's inner dialogue is the rudder that steers the ship of their life. If you constantly tell yourself that you are unworthy, unlucky, or incapable, then you will never step into the fullness of your potential. But if you train your mind to speak words of strength, determination, and success, then even in the face of hardship, you will press forward. The world does not reward those who shrink back. It rewards those who stand tall in the midst of challenges and declare, "I will not be defeated." Confidence does not mean that you will never have doubts, but it means that your doubts will never have you. Even the strongest among us face moments of fear and uncertainty, but the difference is that they do not allow those moments to define them. They acknowledge their doubts, confront them, and replace them with affirmations of victory. They understand that if they do not take control of their thoughts will take control of them. Success follows those who walk with certainty. When you enter a room, the energy you carry speaks louder than words. If you move with hesitation, people will overlook you. If you speak with uncertainty, people will ignore you. But if you stand firm, if your voice carries weight, if your presence commands respect, then opportunities will find their way to you. The world follows those who lead with confidence, for confidence is the mark of those who are destined to rise. Training your mind to think and speak with confidence is not an overnight process. It is a discipline. Each day you must be intentional about the words you allow to flow from your mouth. Speak life, not death. Speak strength, not weakness. Speak faith, not fear. As you do, you will begin to notice a change, not only in how others respond to you, but in how you respond to the challenges of life. You will move with greater assurance, take bolder risks, and see doors open that once seemed shut. Therefore, guard your tongue and train your mind. Let no word of defeat be found on your lips. Let no thought of failure take root in your heart. Walk, speak, and think with confidence, and success will be drawn to you like a river flows to the ocean. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is not merely skill or opportunity, but belief. If you believe it, speak it. If you speak it, act upon it. And if you act upon it with confidence, success will have no choice but to follow. You've reached the maximum length for this conversation, but you can keep talking by starting a new chat. Adversity is not the enemy of success. It is the very furnace in which success is forged. The victorious do not shy away from difficulty, they embrace it. The challenges that arise are not obstacles, they are opportunities for growth, refinement, and mastery. Each obstacle is a lesson wrapped in difficulty, and the one who faces it head-on becomes stronger and wiser. Those who avoid adversity will forever remain stagnant, never knowing the depth of their own potential. Success is not handed to those who wait for smooth paths. It is earned by those who press through the storms and come out stronger on the other side. In life it is easy to fall into the trap of comfort, to settle into the rhythm of ease and predictability. But growth does not come in the comfortable spaces. It comes in the moments of discomfort when you are stretched beyond your limits and forced to adapt. The person who runs from challenges is the person who remains small, for their world will never expand beyond what they can easily manage. True expansion comes only through overcoming what seems insurmountable. When you face challenges head-on, you step into your greatness, proving to yourself and the world that you are capable of far more than you imagined. Those who embrace challenges do not see setbacks as failures, but as lessons that will lead them to their desired destination. Every challenge faced becomes an essential part of the process. It is through the battles that we learn how to fight, how to win, and how to stand firm in the face of opposition. Every challenge brings with it a new skill, a new insight, a new strategy that would not have been obtained otherwise. When you face a challenge, it is not just the problem that you are solving, but also the person you are becoming in the process. This transformation is what sets the victorious apart from those who give up at the first sign of difficulty. Moreover, challenges have the incredible ability to reveal the strength and resilience within you. When everything is going smoothly, you may never know just how much endurance you possess. It is only when you are tested that you discover the depth of your determination. A challenge uncovers hidden reserves of energy and perseverance. Those who face adversity with courage often surprise themselves with what they can achieve. There is a power that comes from enduring and overcoming, a power that stays with you long after the challenge has passed. It is this inner strength that sets the foundation for all future success. People who avoid challenges are often motivated by fear, the fear of failure, the fear of not measuring up, or the fear of looking foolish. But true success cannot be built on the foundation of fear. Fear will paralyze you, and hesitation will keep you stagnant. It is only by walking through fear and embracing the challenges that life presents that you break free from its grip. Those who rise above fear develop a sense of empowerment that cannot be taken away. They learn to trust themselves in difficult situations, knowing that they have faced hardships before and come out stronger. It is important to note that embracing challenges does not mean that the road will always be easy. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and exhaustion, but these are the moments that build character and resilience. It is in the face of hardship that we find our true capacity to persevere. The person who endures hardship does not merely survive, it thrives. Challenges are the crucible in which our future success is forged, and the more we face them, the greater our ability to navigate life's uncertainties. Furthermore, challenges often serve as a necessary catalyst for change. Without the push of adversity, we would remain in our comfort zones, never evolving, never improving. Challenges force us to think differently, to stretch beyond what we think is possible. They compel us to develop new skills, new perspectives, and new methods of problem-solving. Those who run from adversity will remain stagnant, while those who embrace it will continually be evolving, growing, and reaching new heights. It is through the obstacles that we are forced to change, and it is this change that propels us toward success. In life, adversity is inevitable. No one is exempt from difficulties. But what truly sets the successful apart is how they respond. Do they cower in fear and retreat, or do they rise to the occasion? Do they view challenges as enemies or as opportunities for personal growth? It is the person who sees adversity as an ally in their journey toward success who will ultimately prevail. The person who shuns difficulty, who resists change, who seeks only the path of least resistance, will miss the lessons that life is offering. They will remain forever on the sidelines, watching as others move forward. Those who embrace challenges possess a mindset that does not allow setbacks to define them. They understand that every challenge is temporary, and that the wisdom and strength gained through overcoming it will last a lifetime. They view challenges as stepping stones on the path to success, not as stumbling blocks. The key is not in avoiding adversity, but in facing it with courage and determination, knowing that each challenge faced will bring them closer to their goals. With this mindset, success becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Lastly, embracing challenges strengthens our belief in our own abilities. Every challenge overcome is a reminder that we are capable of achieving great things. When we face and conquer adversity, we prove to ourselves that we are resilient, resourceful, and strong. This confidence in our own capabilities is the foundation of success. It is only when we have faith in ourselves and our ability to overcome the hardest of obstacles that we can truly attract the success we desire. So step boldly into challenges, for they are not roadblocks, but the very things that will pave the way for your success. Success does not arrive in grand gestures or sudden bursts of brilliance. It is the quiet, consistent efforts over time that build the path to greatness. The world often overlooks the significance of the small, seemingly insignificant tasks, but it is in these that the foundation of lasting success is forged. A woman who is disciplined in the little things is not only a woman of integrity, but she is also someone who understands the power of consistency. Discipline in the small things begins with simple habits, the ones that no one notices but can alter the course of your life. The way you handle your time, the way you organize your thoughts, and how you approach everyday's tasks. These small actions build up to become your legacy. It's not the grand moments that define us, but how we carry ourselves in the mundane and ordinary. It is in that consistency, that unshakable commitment to doing what needs to be done, that success begins to materialize. When you show up day after day, no matter how you feel, success will find you. One key to mastering discipline is the power of routine. Routines remove the need to question what needs to be done. They form a rhythm that makes actions automatic, thus allowing your mind to focus on larger goals. When you have a disciplined approach to small things, such as waking up early, maintaining cleanliness, planning your day, and sticking to deadlines, it keeps you organized and ahead. These small victories multiply and open doors that might have seemed closed. The way you treat the seemingly insignificant moments reveals your character. It's easy to ignore the minor responsibilities in life, thinking they won't matter in the long run. But true discipline sees value in everything, whether it's responding to an email promptly, respecting others' time, or setting aside time to plan your next move. These are the acts that showcase your character, your work ethic, and your ability to be trusted with greater things. As you master discipline in the small things, you will find yourself entrusted with bigger opportunities that reward you for your consistency. Mastering discipline in small things also means learning to manage distractions. In a world full of noise and interruptions, those who can focus on the task at hand and avoid distractions are the ones who achieve long-term success. Whether it's resisting the temptation to check your phone every few minutes, focusing on one project instead of multitasking, or managing your energy wisely, each choice you make shapes the outcome of your day. By maintaining laser-like focus, you preserve your energy and time, which is ultimately the currency of success. There is also an element of perseverance in discipline. To succeed, one must be willing to continue even when things are not immediately rewarding. When you persevere in the little things, even when the results are not immediately apparent, you are building a foundation for future accomplishments. Success comes not to the ones who give up when things get difficult, but to those who show up, day in and day out, doing what needs to be done regardless of external circumstances. This kind of perseverance nurtures an unshakable belief in the process, leading you to success even when the world cannot see the results. Discipline is not just about doing the right things, it's about doing them with the right heart and intention. Being consistent in your actions requires self-motivation and clarity of purpose. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of things and lose focus on why you are doing them. But when your actions are rooted in purpose, you will find the strength to push through challenges and stay consistent. When you align every action, no matter how small, with your higher goals, you begin to see how the small things, done with purpose, pave the way for bigger victories. Another critical aspect of discipline is the willingness to sacrifice the moment for the future. It's about choosing to delay gratification for long-term gain. Whether it's saying no to a temporary pleasure or sacrificing time with friends to work on your goals, those who succeed understand that there is a season for everything. They are willing to put in the work now so they can enjoy the rewards later. Discipline in the small things often requires that you forego the immediate pleasures of life to focus on what truly matters, building a future worth striving for. Small tasks, when completed consistently, have a compounding effect. The more disciplined you are in one area, the more it spills over into others. For instance, if you consistently wake up early, you may find yourself more productive throughout the day. If you master budgeting your time, you will likely excel in managing your money as well. The ripple effect of mastering the small things is profound and spreads into all areas of life. Success is not limited to just one area, but expands across every aspect of your being as you become disciplined in each area. In conclusion, success is the culmination of small, disciplined actions day in and day out. It is the ability to show up even when you don't feel like it, to keep working toward your goals when the rewards are not immediately visible. The woman who is disciplined in the small things is the one who holds the power to change her future, to build a legacy, and to reach heights others only dream of. When you commit to mastering consistency in every area of your life, you are laying the foundation for lasting success. Mastering discipline in small things is the key to unlocking success. Each small task, each decision you make with consistency, builds the framework of a victorious life. As you continue to show up day after day and build on your small actions, you will find that success isn't something that happens overnight. It's something that is nurtured and grown over time through your commitment and discipline. Success is not a singular event. It's the result of the daily, often unseen efforts that eventually make the impossible seem inevitable.